my journeyers, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keisha and welcome to Journey with Just Keisha. If you're new here, welcome. So today's topic is how to really start loving yourself. And learning to love yourself can be difficult if you know what, you were brought up in a home where affection wasn't shown, where you didn't see others loving on each other. But it is crucial in order to maintain your happiness and your fulfillment, you have to really love yourself. And this process is not easy because it requires you being patient with yourself. It requires you to be self aware and to be willing to be truthful and very honest and vulnerable with yourself and to ask yourself the hard questions. So, these are just some tips that I'm going to offer you today. We're going to have a conversation more like in terms of how to really start loving yourself. And do not believe that it is too late because sometimes we give up on just self improvement, on just embracing ourselves because we think that too much time has passed, that we're to a certain age. So, you know what? You have done this all of your life, you have been this way. So, maybe you don't want to change or you don't feel the need to. But I really want you guys to take a listen to this video on how to really start loving yourself. And the first thing that I want to share with you is to practice self-compassion. And this is where you support yourself with kindness and understanding, knowing that you're not perfect, knowing that you're going to make mistakes, and that when you make these mistakes, don't beat up on yourself because sometimes we can make a mistake and we keep rehashing it. We keep thinking about it. Days and months have passed and we keep thinking about this mistake. We may even call ourselves dumb or stupid for doing it. So I want to encourage you not to do that. That to treat yourself with a level of kindness, knowing that you're human and whatever you're doing or trying to achieve, even if you mess up, be able to know that you can start again and that you can extend a level of kindness to yourself. So the next thing that I want to talk about is identifying your strengths. So sometimes in our journey of loving ourselves, we may think that we're in a place, maybe in a dark place or a place that we're not moving as fast as we want to move. You're not hitting those goals or those targets. Maybe you set yourself that you want to lose some weight. You want to lose some weight for the summer. You want that summer body or whatever. And you find that, you're falling back. You're not drinking as much water. You're not going to the gym as much as you have. But I want that when you get into circumstances like this, when you feel that you're not moving, that I have had also circumstances where I felt that I wasn't moving, that you look at your strengths. What I mean by this is to look at the things that you've achieved and overcome in your past. So whether that is something like, you failed a grade, you got an F, and you had to do over a course, but when you did it over, you got an A. Or you planned a really nice surprise party for someone, or planned a really great event that everybody was raving about. Or maybe you really helped on a project, or you led a group, or you showed some co-workers how a specific thing was done, and you got maybe accolades from your boss. Just remember your strengths. Remember the times in the past where you have won. For me, my example was the one where I failed a subject and I got an F and I came back and got an A. And I remember that. So sometimes when I'm going through things, I remember the things that I have overcome. I remember the things that I am strong in, the things that you do well. Remember the things that you do well and the things that you have overcome. Another thing I want to share is be willing to accept your flaws. And for us ladies, sometimes we think our flaws are things on our body, or stretch marks, or thighs, or cellulite. We don't like how our nose look. We don't like how our fingers look. We don't like how our toes look. And sometimes we can be really critical towards ourselves. But I want you to accept, try to accept your flaws. Like for me, being very transparent, I have stretch marks on my tummy. If you look there, you may think it's a map of something. But you know what? I have told myself that these stretch marks, you know, are proof that I was strong enough to birth my daughter, who's an amazing human being. So I see it like battle scars. So instead of stretch marks, they are my battle scars. So things like this, accept and embrace your flaws. All right, accept the things that you don't feel fantastic about. Rename them. Rename them. If you don't feel great about your fingers, rename them and try to rename them something positive, you know? If you don't feel great about, like, I don't feel fantastic about my arms, but my arms are big and it's mostly genetic. So no matter how many arm curls, I decide that I'm going to get in here doing, my arms still tend to be, a bit big. But I have embraced the fact that they are big. Before I would feel like, oh my gosh, my arms, ugh, you know. But I have embraced the fact that they're big. They will always be big because that is part of my genetic makeup. Yes, I will not say I will not try to work on them and do what I need to do, but they will essentially still be big. I have to work really, 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 really hard to get them to being, I don't know what society might frame normal. So I say all of this to say, to rename those places on you, those things in you, rename them in a positive way, and view other, flaws maybe in your character or things that you do or whatever as opportunities to grow and opportunities to change and to be different. Because once you're willing to grow, once you're willing to accept your flaws, you can change things. You can change things and do better. So do not be ashamed of yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you all have flaws with your body as well. You're not as vocal about it. You're not going to say in a group, man, I don't like this part of my body or whatever. But I want you to accept your flaws. I know that we all have them. And another thing for me, in terms of accepting the flaws, is that one flaw that I find in myself, I can get so caught up in myself that I sometimes may neglect family and friends. And that is just me being very transparent. And it is something that I am constantly working on. So I don't want you guys to think that just Keisha is this perfect person, because I am not. I have my flaws. I have things that I am working on to be better. But know that I will support you. I will love on you. If you're my family and friend, I'll be there for you. That's just what it is. Another thing when you are really trying to love yourself is you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries with people in your life, because if you don't set boundaries, as I like to say, people will figure skate over your life. You know how you see those skaters and they're doing the figure eights? People will figure skate over you because they think that you will accept anything. They think that you will accept anything, which means the bare minimum in relationships, the bare minimum of support. They believe that you are that yes person that they know that they can call, and no matter what you're doing, even if you're in the middle of the bath with the soap on you, you're going to say yes. You're going to run out of your house and you're going to do what they want you to do. So you have to be able to set boundaries with people. And I learned this a bit late. I only learned this, I would say, maybe 6 years ago, to set boundaries and to be able to say no and just mean it. Like, I can't do it. No. And you know what? For me, it has been very freeing because it frees up my time and it stops you from getting feelings of resentment towards people. Because when you keep saying yes, you know within yourself that you're tired, you're overworked, you're overextended, but you feel that you want to people please. So you have to say yes, and then you feel resentment to that person inside. You're like, why this person always calling me to do this thing? I really don't want to do this thing. Cheese on bread. This person is confusing me again. So it causes resentment. So learn to set boundaries with people so people know what you will and will not accept. And it is challenging at first. It is challenging to say no. As big adults, it is challenging to say no because we want to be there, we want to support. But when you say no, that is a form of you caring for yourself and respecting the fact that you are important as well. So set boundaries with others. Another tip is to practice self-care. You know I always talk about self-care, but I know you all are like, oh gosh, Keisha, and this self-care. But you have to take care of yourself, because by taking care of yourself, you are showing other people how you deserve to be treated. And that is something that I am still working on. I am on a work in progress. But take care of yourself, which means take care of your body, take care of what you put in it, exercise it, move it, take care of the outside of it, moisturize that skin. And I know guys listen to this channel and guys do not like to lotion and moisturize their skin, but do it. Okay, it is good for your skin. Your skin renews itself at night. So make sure when you have a nice warm water bath at night, you moisturize that skin so the skin is renewed. We want that glowing skin. I know I do. So you guys try to moisturize. I'm not telling you go get Dove because I know you don't like the greasy feel, but try to moisturize the skin. Reading, meditation, prayer, whatever self-care looks like to you, dancing, singing, whatever it is, whatever activity it is that makes you feel good, that makes you feel fulfilled. I want you guys to do more of that. Practice it, and not only practice it, be intentional. Set out that time and be intentional about it. Make it a non-negotiable that, you know what, I'm going to exercise no matter at this time on this day, no matter what comes up. Because sometimes it's okay to say it, but then it's the execution of it, is putting it in place that is the hard part. I'm not going to sit here. It is putting it in place that is the hard part. So I want you to be intentional. Write down that time that you'll exercise. Write down that time that you'll spend reading. Write down that time that you'll spend praying, and make it intentional and get it done. So practice self-care, whatever brings you joy. My journeyers, whatever brings you joy, do more of that. Do more of that. And whatever brings you relaxation. The next tip is number 6. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out relationships and environments that support the person that you're becoming, that supports your self-love journey on how you're really going to love on yourself. So seek out people who are doing it. Seek out those people who are exercising. Seek out those people who have no problem saying no. Seek out those people who are kind to themselves. Seek out those people who what's the word I'm looking for? That you would like to be more like. That person who has their self-care routine down pat, who seems to just killing it, with their fashion game. That person that does not seem to have any flaws because they don't talk about their body in any negative way. They don't talk about their character in any negative way. People who are seeking to grow. So seek out those influences for yourself. Another thing that is very helpful, sometimes we hold on to a lot of resentment. So I don't want us to hold on to resentment, my journeyers. Do not hold on. Forgive others and forgive yourself, because it is in this lack of forgiveness that we hold on to a lot of anger and a lot of resentment that takes a toll not only on our minds, but it takes a toll on our bodies as well. So learn to forgive and let go of resentment, past mistakes, flaws, hurt from other people. Let go and be willing to forgive. And forgive yourself. So forgive yourself for the past mistakes. Forgive yourselves for the times that you messed up. Do not stay stuck in your past, because you're preventing yourself from going towards a great future. The next thing that I want to share, how to really love yourself, is to practice gratitude. Show gratitude for the things that you already have. Show gratitude for the blessings that you have in your life, the people, the places, the things, whatever it is. Just show gratitude for the things that you have. And you will realize that when you show gratitude for the things that you have, that more fantastic things will come into your life. So I want you to take some time each day to reflect on the things that you're grateful for, no matter how small they seem. Just the other day, I am grateful for coffee, and I was actually grateful for ice cream because I was having a bit of a down day, and I just got in my car and I drove to this fast food restaurant here, and I got myself two lovely scoops of ice cream, and I was really grateful and thankful, and I thoroughly enjoyed that ice cream. So practice gratitude for the little things. It's the smallest and simple pleasures of life that makes life worth living. The next thing that I want to encourage you guys to do is to challenge the negative self talk. I spoke earlier about, when you have all the flaws, and you may tell yourself that you're dumb or you're stupid for making a mistake. I want you to challenge that and replace them with something positive, something good about yourself, a strength that you have, whatever it is. And just to remind yourself of your worth and your value, that you are creative, you are unique, you are smart, you are good with money, whatever it is for you. Replace those negative thoughts with something positive. You're great with people, you're a great friend, you're supportive, because we need to reframe that negative self talk and think positively about ourselves, because we are amazing and we're created in His image and we are amazing. And the next thing, the last and final step towards truly, truly loving yourself is, do not be afraid to seek professional help. If you feel that you have been in a place that you are down spirited, and you can't seem to get out of, if you think that you need to work on your self-esteem, if you think you need to work on your growth of being different, there is nothing wrong with that. Seek support, seek help, whether it's from a friend that you trust, whether it is from a coach like myself, whether it is from a professional psychiatrist, if you think that it's really deep and you may need medication, whatever it is, seek the support that you need in order to become the person that you really want to be, in order to really love on yourself, in order to really show up. And I just want to encourage you. I hope that this video helped you. It was just being a bit more open and real with you guys about my own self-love journey. And I have reached the point where I am good, I am great with Keisha and who she is and all that she is and all that has happened, and all the things that have made her into the woman she is today. And I want that same peace of mind and that same awareness and that same appreciation. I want you to have that for yourself. So just remember that self-love is not a destination, guys. It is a journey. And just as this channel is a journey for you, it is a journey for all of us. And self-love is the same thing. So I want you to practice it every day. I hope that you found these tips helpful and useful. And I am currently going to be holding a self-esteem workshop on Wednesday. So if it's something that you're interested in, feel free to follow me on Instagram at just.keisha10 for more information. So you guys, love on yourselves, love on your amazing, terrific selves. And until next time, this is your girl Just Keisha here with Real Talk. So have a fantastic and an awesome and a blessed and fun day.